What does a schizophrenia diagnosis entail? And how did supports for a patient fail to the point where she tried to kidnap a child? Omaha's news leader is getting you answers tonight. Thank you for joining us. I'm Bill Shammer.
I'm Julie Cornell. Police shot and killed Noemi Guzman Tuesday at the Walmart, 72nd and Pine, when she kidnapped a 3-year-old at knife point and then slashed him with it.
Court records show Guzman suffered from schizophrenia, and it led to multiple encounters with law enforcement over the last few years.
So that includes a 2024 incident where she stabbed her father, tried to light him on fire, and then barricaded herself and a priest inside St. Francis Cabrini Catholic Church.
She was found not responsible by reason of insanity. Today, we spoke exclusively with the now retired judge who signed the order sending her back into the community.
And while she couldn't specifically talk about this case, she does explain how the system works. Now retired District Court Judge Leanne Rettelsdorf presided over dozens of insanity cases during her career, and even in retirement feels the barbs of public opinion.
Where do we focus our arrows? And I've heard in the last couple weeks a lot of the judge should have kept somebody in jail.
The judge wants people to understand how the defense works. It starts with the defense filing for an insanity plea. That triggers an evaluation by the state on the defendant's mental condition. What it needs to prove is basically...
Didn't know the difference between right and wrong is a kind of a shorthand way to say that.
At that point, it gets more complicated. A finding is made by the court of not responsible for reason of insanity, and the regional center again enters the case.
Now here's the important part. The legislature has deemed that the regional center prepare a treatment plan. That treatment plan has to be, and these are the key words, the least restrictive treatment plan that is in the interest of the defendant and the public.
The judge has to choose the least restrictive plan, and the law goes on to say that the defendant doesn't have to check in for an entire year. Rettelsdorf and other judges try to take that one step further to protect both the ill person and the public by adding a clause of their own.
That should the defendant not be compliant with the treatment plan, the therapist, the agency who's supervising should immediately notify the court.
But since there's no enforcement arm, like a criminal probation office, the status of the subjects is often not reported. The judge thinks the state needs to add some teeth to follow up in monitoring.
We do have to have, and it's going to cost money, and it's going to be, but we have to have some ability to put some guardrails in here. Nobody can ever predict dangerousness, but you certainly have some pretty good ideas by their previous criminal behavior.